what I learned from it was when I set an intention, and we'll talk about the power of intentions, because most people are afraid to set intentions. Most people are afraid to follow their dreams. Most people have given up on their dreams, or neglected their dreams, or abandoned their dreams, or set the bar a little low. And that's what our comfort zone is. That's if we don't dream big enough, if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. Okay, it's just simple as that. You're going to get what you get based upon what you're asking for. And our comfort zone will, during the last session, I'd like to talk about the subconscious mind and how all those things determine our results and our behavior. So I set an intention. I set an intention that I had just come off a couple years of playing pretty poor golf. Most of my life, and I played a lot of golf with Mrs. Elke's sons, John and Dick, and a lot of golf with Dick, and Dick and I always played to about a 6 handicap. Okay, that was about it. That was a 6. So I would shoot in the high 70s or low 80s, and that's pretty good. It wasn't bad golf. Once in a while we got hot and shot 74 or 5, and other times we shoot 84 or 85. So most of my life was a 6. And then all of a sudden I got to about a 10. And I started to be coming to the point where I'm not hardly breaking 80 here. And that was, so my comfort zone kind of rose up a little bit, and for whatever reason, I started to digress. And so what I did when I was coming back from these life education programs, I remember on the February 19th, 2005, at 10:45 a.m. in the morning, I said that I am going to drop my handicap to a 5 or less by July 4th. That was my intention. Okay? And I didn't know how. I just said I'm going to do it. And it was almost kind of like, well, am I putting these principles to a test? This power of intention, this law of attraction, this thing called the secret, okay? That I don't know if you ever heard of The Secret, but a lot of these principles are based on that concept of the law of attraction. And I decided that, all right, let's just see what's going to happen here. This is February, and I have no idea. Here I am, and I'm going to start out the year, and I'll see what happens. And so when golf season rolls around here in northern Michigan in May and 1st of June, we start getting going again. So I started observing myself. Can I be with this? Can I embrace this? Can I accept exactly where I am? And these are the kind of things. These are not small things that I'm talking about observing yourself, embracing the moment, being happy now, regardless of what you get, the law of acceptance and so forth of this moment right here. Okay, these are big things that I'm inviting you to take a look at as you're out there playing golf. To observe yourself. Can you embrace the moment? Can I be happy now, regardless of what's going on? Because if you don't, things can spiral further out of control. And this isn't all about, just like walking on a bed of roses here. There are times when you're just going to be off your game. There's times when I'm off my game. There are going to be those moments. And so it's embracing those moments too. When I do shoot 85. But all in all, and we'll get to those results, things have been pretty good. So I set the intention. I'm out there observing myself, my feelings, my emotions, just monitoring my thoughts. What am I thinking? And lo and behold, I'm starting to watch my handicap drop. I'm starting to watch it drop from a 7, okay, to a 4. Wow. Wait a second. I had no idea that any of this was really going to work, but I decided to trust and expect it to happen. I said, look, that's what these principles that I was out learning about, that's what they told me about it, so why not apply them to the game of golf? So setting a powerful intention would be your number one step. Have you ever had a dream or a goal or an intention? They're very similar. Do you have one for the game of golf? And what kind of golfer do you want to be? Have you really set that, or are you just kind of going out there by default in getting what you get? So what I started to do was set the intention. Like, all right, I want to be a 5 handicap by July 4th. Well, as I started to see that happen, I said, all right, well, let's push the envelope here. Let's stretch the limit. I decided, okay, I want to be a 2. Never been a 2 in my life. I want to be a 2 handicap because this is obviously working, as amazing as it is. And so, I mean, to be a 2 would be just absolutely crazy. And so I started to watch that happen, and I started to watch the handicap dip even further, down to a 3, down to a 2. Oh my gosh. I ended the season in one summer at a 1.2, which they would technically call a 1 handicap. And it was phenomenal, and this has been going on for 3 years now. When I practice the power of intentions and so forth, and I hear that, this is how it works. It's not just, having some sort of wishful thinking, or, I'm hoping to do this, or maybe I will, and if we end it with a but or a yet, it doesn't happen. And it's like the flower or the grass that starts growing up, and if it doesn't get water and nourished, it's going to wilt back into the ground. Okay? And so this is where, to water that consciousness, to water that, and give it some sun, and give it some love and tender care, and so forth. This is a Providence Moves, divine inspiration and guidance, I call it. Allow the wisdom of the following quote, widely attributed to Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, to stir your soul and set you free upon your new desires and intention. Until one is committed, there is a hesitancy, the chance to draw back. Concerning all acts of initiative and creation, there is one elementary truth, the ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans. The moment one definitely commits oneself. Then providence moves too. Providence is divine inspiration, divine guidance. All sorts of things occurred to help one that would never otherwise have occurred. A whole stream of events issues from the decision, raising one's favor of all manner of unforeseen incidents and meetings and material assistance, which no man could have dreamed would come his way. Whatever you can do or dream you can do, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Begin it now. And that's the message that I was delivering in the beginning, the power of intention. Once I put myself out there on the line, once I said, yes, I am committed, a whole stream of events opened up. Yes, did I practice more? Yes. Yes, did I work on my weakness? Yes. Everything, until you commit, you don't get to that next level. It's how the universe works. I think that's how God works, is that we commit, and now we're all of a sudden we've climbed another rung on the ladder, another level of consciousness. And there's something else that was unforeseen before because we didn't commit. And then a whole events open up. People come into your life. Material assistance will be there. Yes, you can have abundance in not just wealth and money, but abundance in your health, in your well-being, and your relationships, and your home and your surroundings, your family, and your leisure and fun. These are all part of the life wheel. Okay? So, I would invite you to, in the stillness of your own mind, ask. Ask for something. Ask for what you want. You have to ask. We're asking beings constantly. Set that intention to whatever it is you want. Tell me what you want. I'll show you how to get it. Okay, that's the concept.